Barrie has a new mayor. After only 30% of voters cast their ballots, Barrie elected a new mayor, Alex Nuttall. He is a former city council member and MP. He defeated Deputy Mayor Barrie Ward by less than 1,000 votes. Nuttall received just over 13,400 votes, while Ward received a little over 12,600. Nuttall was a councillor of Ward 10 from 2006 to 2014 and a member of Parliament of Barrie-Springwater-Oro-Medonte from 2015 to 2019. He will take charge on December 6th. Ward was the Ward 4 councillor for 22 years and served as the acting mayor in Mayor Jeff Lehman's absence. Ward told Barrie Community Media that the single achievement he is most proud of is banning smoking in public. He is also proud of building 2 recreational centers, improving waterfront, and building more bike lanes. In talking to Barrie Community Media, Mayor-elect Nuttall said he will discuss with the council to decide the direction for the next 4 years. However, his immediate priorities are fixing the roads, balancing the budget, and keeping the city safe and clean. Just in terms of your priorities for the next 4 years.
Yeah, I think it's really important that we sit down as a council, work together, and figure out where we want the city to go as a team. But in terms of what my priorities are, it's going to be to fix the roads, make sure that we're balancing the budgets, ensure as we go forth that we have a city that's safe and clean, that people feel that they can visit the downtown in comfort. And those are the things that are going to take a very long time to work on. I think it's a lot of them are not a 1 year or 2 year or 4 year return. I think they're 8 to 10 years. And so we have a lot of work to do to get those items on the right path.
And how do you feel in terms of running the campaign, and in terms of it was a close fight? You had a couple of years of gap between being an MP and then running for the mayoral campaign. So
well, I guess I got 3 years of rest so that I can be ready for the mayoral campaign. But all kidding aside, I'm super blessed. There's no other way to describe it. And I'm just so thankful to be surrounded by so many incredible people. They really delivered it tonight. So
cool. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to start off with the land acknowledgement, which I think is very important. So I'm going to do that quickly. I acknowledge that we live on the land of the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people, which include the Odawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi nations, collectively known as the Three Fires Confederacy. We also acknowledge the Wendat Nation Huron, who occupied these lands prior to the middle of the 17th century. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and recognize the enduring presence of the Indigenous people of this land. We are committed to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation and respect for all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Okay, I just want to first of all say that Jeff Lehman would speak for 20 minutes without a single note, and I'm not Jeff Lehman, so I have notes. So first of all, thanks everybody for coming. As the saying goes, when I started this campaign, I didn't know what I didn't know. Running a mayoralty campaign is a lot different than running a campaign to be a councillor in a ward. There is just so much to do when you can't reach every door to get your message out. You rely on a team, and I'm extremely fortunate to have not only a good team, but a great team and an amazing team. From fundraising to organizing canvases, to staffing our office, to getting brochures done, to getting your signs out, to recording data, and more data. There are too many people to mention everyone by name, but be assured I appreciate the efforts of every one of you. There are some people who do deserve special recognition. And I'll start with Lori Crossan, our volunteer superstar, who took over coordinating the canvases and Mar Garland, our volunteer coordinator, making sure we had enough to cover all the roles. Sue Christensen, our office manager, who kept the front desk staff throughout the campaign. Sam O'Grady, who might still be at City Hall, I'm not sure if she is, who our Get Out the Vote manager, organized our final push this weekend, did an amazing job. Krista Lariviere, who's our website person and the driving force behind our fundraising. Krista, we couldn't have done anything without you. Carlene Fee, who is our graphic and literature design person. Thank you, Carlene. I'm going to mention we had many canvassers, but I'm going to mention two canvassers that went above and beyond, and one of them is Jennifer Allen, who took on any and all volunteer roles. Jennifer's still here? She might have left, okay. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Lou LaRue, who's been in most of the apartment buildings in Barrie, dropping off lit. Thank you very much, LaRue. Victoria Butler and Sarah Jensen, who are not here, I don't think, but who did the social media and recorded the videos. A special mention to Victoria. I called her one take Victoria because she only ever did one take of everything. It was just amazing. I said, well, we can do that again. She said, nah, that's good enough. First of all, my team wasn't all women. Everybody's been a woman so far, but I do have a few men who work for me. Jeff Kavanaugh, who's been on every street in Barrie putting up signs. Thank you very much, Jeff. Chris Van Meeker, who was here earlier, I'm not sure if he's still here. Our accountant, who made sure the bills were paid and that we were on budget. Thank you very much, Jeff. Steve Jones, who I know is here, who made sure all the condos near the waterfront were canvassed, not only once, but several times. And Jack Landau for tech support and data management in the last few days. Thanks, Jake. Thank you, Jack. And second last, but definitely not least, is Tanya Sari, who was my campaign manager and somebody who I barely knew before this campaign started. But I went to, asked various people. I asked people that worked on Jeff's campaign. I said, who would be a good campaign manager? And they all, without hesitation, recommended Tanya. So thank you, Tanya, for all the hours you're putting in. One of the things, we had a lot of fights. Tanya and I had a lot of fights about everything.
We had 2 fights.
I think the important thing was we all realized we were on the same team and we always resolved it and we always looked forward. So thank you very much. Finally, my family, our sons, Marge and our sons, Oliver and Julian, who are with us today. And Marge, who's on the screen at home, unfortunately tested positive for COVID last night and has been unable to join us. Marge started off not wanting me to run and then became my #1 supporter, worked tirelessly day after day. I love you, Marge. I really wish you could have been here tonight. I can't even hug you when you get home. It's the worst thing. I can't do anything.
You take her food.
Okay, I also want to take the time to thank my fellow candidates for mayor and all those who ran for council seats. It was great meeting many of you on the campaign trail. I want to say I'm proud of the campaign we ran. It was positive, it offered solutions, it didn't sink to fear tactics or name calling. One of my volunteers came up to me today to say, well actually it was Laurie, to say it was a fun campaign that she enjoyed coming to work for every day. And I think that is high praise indeed, so thank you very much. So I have 2 endings for this, and I first read the one I was hoping I wouldn't have to read, but this is the one I have to read because it's a concession speech. So what now? Well, it wasn't a result I was hoping for, but I'm appreciative of all those who came forward to support me. It isn't my nature to look back, and I don't intend to start now. I have my family, I have my friends, and I suddenly have a whole lot more spare time in the coming months. And this is the second time in my life I've quoted Tupac. But I actually quoted him for a Rotary president's outgoing when he left, and I'm also going to quote him again today. So it said, you can spend minutes, hours, days, and weeks, and even months overanalyzing the situation, trying to put the pieces together, justifying what could have, would have happened. Or you can just leave the pieces on the floor and move on. And that's what I'll do. So thank you very much for your
Would you mind just a couple of quick words? Mostly about your past achievements in the last 22 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a single achievement I'm most proud of. It's actually banning smoking in public places. We did it before a lot of other municipalities did it. We take it for granted now, but it was a bold move by the Barrie City Council to actually implement a smoking ban. I mean, when I look back, that's really something that saved lives in Barrie, and it's something of which we can be proud. We built 2 recreation centers on the councils I've been on. East Bayfield, what used to be called the Holly Center, and I think it eliminated a lot of the problems people had getting into hockey, getting into recreation programs. So things like that, we actually provided services for people. You know, we've improved our waterfront, we've started to create bike lanes in the city, so those are all things that are making our city a better place, and I think we can be proud of those.
And any advice, any expectation from the upcoming mayor, upcoming council?
No, I wish him all the best, and it'll be an exciting council, and I'll be watching from a distance. But I'm not going to be a critic. I'm just going to watch from a distance.
And what are your feelings about the town? You know, you served for 22 years. Now you will not be, a public service at least for 4 years.
Yeah,
so how do you feel about it?
I've never thought I'm not replaceable. Anybody can do the job, and I'm quite happy. I'm sure there'll be a lot of newcomers. I'm quite excited to see the diversity in the council we've got coming up. There's a few more women, which is always a good thing. At least one more woman. I haven't had a chance to look at all full results yet, so I think it'll be an exciting time on council. It'll be a good mix of people. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
And have you thought about what is next for you in terms of?
I'm just going to take it easy. I still have another job, and I'm going to keep my other job and probably do a bit more of that, and maybe hopefully do a bit more of traveling, a bit more relaxing, a lot more reading, which won't involve reading council agendas.
Well, that's good. Thank you so much.
Okay.